Welcome back. You are still live with Express. And as we draw closer to the festive season, SAB is committing to the nation to use its scale, its reach, and its extensive expertise to accelerate responsible consumption through the launch of a brand new evidence-based platform. Now, the new platform is called SAB Sharp, a play on words communicating SAB's leadership in championing responsible consumption through a rallying call to South Africa to be sharp and to make better decisions. Now, we have got SAB VP for Corporate Affairs, Zoleka Lisa, joining us via Zoom this morning. Zoleka, very good morning. How are you?
I'm fantastic, Graham, and thank you for having me on the show this morning.
Oh, Zoleka, it's an absolute pleasure and important for us to have this conversation because we know how numbers climb at this time of the year and are going to be further exacerbated by where the country is right now. So that begs my first question. What prompted SAB to create this responsible consumption program?
I think, Graham, thank you firstly for the opportunity. I'm delighted to share with the audience what SAB Sharp is all about. So firstly, as a company, we really do recognize that harmful consumption is not good for our communities, our customers, our consumers, and it's definitely not good for our business. And we fundamentally believe in dreaming big. And one of the dreams we have, Graham, is to create a society where every experience with beer is a positive one. So as you said, we are calling on Team SAB to use all the skills that they have, the reach we have, and the scale we have to accelerate implementation of responsible drinking initiatives across the country. And we are calling on South Africans to be sharp and make much better decisions when they drink.
So how do we achieve this? What are the ways in which we as South Africans can strive to drink responsibly here in our everyday lives?
I think as we are building towards the festive season, there are a lot of things we can do. My first tip is, number one, if you're getting on the road, please do not drive. Use a designated driver or make use of an e-hailing service.
Sure.
Secondly, if you're going to have some drinks this festive season, try and not do it on an empty stomach. Have something to eat. Thirdly, we've got great no and low alcohol alternatives. So try something new and have an alcohol-free beer. My fourth tip is about tasting yourself. Slow down, relax. Our drinks are meant to be savored and enjoyed, and there's no rush. And try an alternate with water in between drinks. And I think, Graham, my last tip is we must recognize we are in a pandemic. And it's so important that if people are out and having fun, that they abide by COVID protocols, that they're safe, they wear their masks, they social distance, and they continue to make sure that we have a safe festive season.
So obviously this has been a grey area for the entire country when it comes to the relationship between government and alcohol. In this role that you're playing now, as vital as it is, are you not taking over the function of government? What is your thoughts on how you're working with that bigger picture?
We definitely need partnerships. I think if we want to get South Africa to be sharp, we can't do it alone. We need to work with communities, with civil society, and definitely with our government. And we've designed the program in such a way that the various pillars have government partners to go along the journey with us.
I absolutely love that. I would imagine this is part of a much longer-term trajectory. If I can ask you maybe your 5-year goals, what are you hoping to achieve long-term with the program?
So we've set ourselves a 5-year plan, Graham. There's 4 areas we specifically focused on. So the first area is getting South Africans to live sharp. We understand how important it is for community to be included in the economy. So investing in over 50,000 businesses to make sure we uplift them and trying to really make sure we also focus on women being included in the economy. So secondly, we want South Africans to drive sharp. We want to reduce road-related fatalities by 10% by the year 2025. And thirdly, we want our marketing agencies, our marketing teams to help us talk sharp. We've got amazing brands that have powerful voices, and we want to use that strength to change behavior and drive positive social change. And lastly, we've got an extensive retail base. We work with over 30,000 retailers across the country, and we want them to sell sharp, and we want to make sure that they comply with our responsible trading principles.
I've got to ask maybe an obvious question, but probably a difficult one for you. Are you not worried that this constant banning and unbanning of alcohol it seems to have led to this binge drinking culture? How are you facing that and tackling that issue that unfortunately has emerged now over the last 2 years?
Graham, if we take a step back, I think the last 2 years have been incredibly tough for our business, our industry, and our value chain.
Yeah.
We've endured over 4 tough alcohol bans, and we've seen extensive job losses. We've seen taverns close, small craft breweries close. We know that the Festive has lost money in excise tax, and we've seen a growth in illicit activity. So what our call is to work with government and ask them to engage us early. We really want to be a part of the solution, and we see ourselves being a key part of the economy, and it's time that we balance both lives and livelihoods. And we are committing through platforms like Shop to work with our consumers to make sure that even in a pandemic, they will be drinking Shop.
I absolutely love it. Zaleka, thank you so much. I know that this work really does fall under your responsibility, but that's often not enough to prompt companies to take action on the scale that you are. So thank you so much to you and your team for doing that.
Fantastic. Thanks, Graham.
Thanking Zaleka and her SAB team so much for joining us. An opportunity to raise awareness. I think we all have a role to play, every single one of us, in keeping it responsible and making sure that consumption is done so responsibly.